to another episode of Voice of Brooklyn podcast. You already know what time it is. I'm your host, Skrilla Fresh. I got my guy with me.
Piffy, you know that, man. 2 F's, 2 Y's, man. We here again. Episode 33. Let's do it.
We got a 33. Yeah. We got a. That's a fact. Mm-hmm. We got a legend in the building. Tell him who you is.
I go by the name of BK Cashmere, East New York's finest. Brooklyn, what's
New
good? I'm here.
York.
The voice of Brooklyn is with
That's
the
a fact.
voice of Brooklyn. What's happening?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, man. We got a legend in the building. Been doing this for over 20 years, man. Mm-hmm. Somebody that represents hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Been doing this for years and been putting out heat for years.
Yeah,
so we gonna talk about it. Got a new album dropping out, Resilience.
Yes.
We're gonna get into that.
Resilience is out. The new album coming out is the masterpiece of Taiwan.
Okay.
So, yeah, Resilience is out now on iTunes and all that. So.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was dropping at the end of this month.
What?
Resilience.
No, October. Resilience is already out. That's like almost 1 million streams in, man.
Oh, so
yeah,
okay.
I'm working
So
on something new. What I'm working on now is new.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna like see what I'm saying. He working so much.
Man.
I gotta catch up.
Yeah, you lost track.
But
Man, working.
take us to the beginning, man. Your upbringing. Talk about that a little bit.
Upbringing. I mean, growing up in East New York. You talking about upbringing in the music?
Everything. Like
everything.
how you got started in the music. When you first got turned on to music.
Right.
Everything. Like
I always was into music from young, from like a kid. But I was doing talent shows, elementary school and nothing. But really wasn't taking it serious until I got kicked out of Franklin K. Lane. And that I was like, you know, what I'm going to do with my life, how I'm going to get, what I'm going to be. You know what I mean? Like, people take school so serious and everything. So, like, I was like, what I'm going to be, what I'm going to do. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to do music. Like, I'm probably like 15, 16 years old. And from there, I was like, yo, I just took it and started battling people all over the place. Started doing a lot of stuff, just writing and getting it in. And then people started hearing my name from battling people and just spitting rhymes in the projects and the lobbies and all of that. And then I ran into my boy Kai. He used to just come to my crib every day, and like, you know, like, yo, the dude nice. I battled some dude in the plaza, and Linden Plaza, and you know, I roasted him in front of everybody. And from there, Kai was like, yo, this dude is nice, whatever. So Kai started coming to my crib, like, and picking me up and like, yo, what's up? And we started recording in Brownsville and Marcus Garvey Projects in the bathroom. Like, we just put something together and started recording in the bathroom. And from there, he his big homie Hood, he was locked up, but Kai was like, wait till he come home. So I was like, all right. So finally he came home. I spit to him. I just came from the dentist, got my teeth pulled. I spit to him, and when I spit to him, it was like crazy. He was like, yeah, dude is true. And we took it from there, man.
That boy good. That's what he said, man.
Yeah.
all right. So who was some of the earlier influences on you as far as music? I know your grandfather was one of them.
Yeah.
How he used to play
jazz. Play jazz. Miles Davis, Thelonious Monk, B.B. King, all types of stuff. I used to like that was just like coming out the house because he had the system. You couldn't touch his record player.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So he was like on it, like he was on it, but he used to blast that like he had 2 big Bose speakers. And he used to blast through the whole block. So, you know, but my influence, like me personally, because I grew up on hip hop, but my influence was definitely like the Nas is a big influence on my music. Big, of course, Jay, Pac definitely. Like probably I'll say Pac before Nas, but like I kind of swayed more to Pac. And then when Big came, like, you know, Big came and changed the whole game.
Yeah.
Like he brought that he brought that pizzazz to rap
Yeah.
for everybody that was during our time, 94, 95.
Yeah.
I was a young kid.
He put that shit, that
Yeah,
balance, you know what I'm saying? With that gritty street
put
shit and that
that-
flashy
yeah.
shit.
He
You know what I'm saying?
made
Like,
the fat dudes attractive to the ladies.
Exactly. He
you know
brought
what I'm
that
saying?
magic.
Bitches didn't even
man.
know that nigga was fat after that nigga started talking and all that. You know what I'm saying? Once that nigga started talking and rapping, bitches not big, bro. But not to cut you.
Yeah, nah, for real. Big brought that magic, man. He brought that magic to the game, and who else? A lot of people, but even the people before them, because like when I was like real young, 9, 10, 11 years old, like my cousin Tiat, she used to put me on to like the Brand Nubians,
I fuck with them.
Queen Latifah's, the MC Lights, and I just got fascinated, like, yo, this hip hop thing is like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's who we are, it's us. When we go outside, that's what we see. So from there, like in my era, Nas, and when I really started coming outside and really seeing what was going on, like Nas, Big, J, Pac, all of them was talk about that. So they was like heavy influences on me, definitely.
So, at what point you said, "All right, I'm nice. Let's take this as serious. Like, I'm gonna put everything I got into this shit, man. Try to take this shit to the top."
Before and I said I was not. I think I always knew I was nice, but I just never really, had time. I was too busy being a kid, running around in the streets and stuff like that. But I think when I got kicked out of school, I was like, I took it serious. I started writing rhymes on my grandmother's kitchen table, and then that's when I was like, yo, I was nice. And then I made this song I Am. I went to the studio with my boy Ra, and I made this song I Am, and I went to my cousin, and she was like, wait, hold up, that's dope. And then she took it to my grandfather, and because my grandfather, he's like a manager, like he was like one of my first managers. He took it, he had the white, light blue Cadillac, what I mean, and all of that. So
told everybody you rap.
Yeah, he went downtown. He went downtown to the skin joint where they used to play the numbers back in the day and all of that. And I was young, and he was like, yo, he asked my cousin, like, he good? She was like, yo, he good. And then he took it and started playing in his car for people and stuff like that. And he came home that one night. He was like, nah, you got it. Like, yo, people really listening to what you saying and stuff like that. So from there, that's when, like, I would say I took it serious. I took it serious before that, but I would like write rhymes and won't let nobody hear it. But then once I started getting out and going to studios myself, like I was going to people, battling people, like roasting niggas in the hood. Like I was like a battle rapper first.
You got any notables or like any notable battles that like anybody I know of, whether they still around or niggas might know their names?
I battled with a lot of people, man. Like I battled with a lot of people, like man, like Troy Ave. We was in the park. Troy Ave. I wouldn't say it was a battle, but ciphers and all that. Yeah,
ciphers. We always bring this up every episode.
Like,
ciphers is
like all kinds of ciphers.
Ciphers was big back then.
Ciphers with Troy Ave. Ciphers with Papoose, J Mills, like. My son, me and my son was gonna battle up at the Def Jam building and stuff like that, and E Nix was like, "Yo, you ready for that?" Like we was ready. E Nix was like one of the people that groomed me. Like he was like, "You got a lot of raps, but you gotta put hooks and make songs if you want to get in this business." So I was like he was the first one to like, "Yo, all right, let me put this together," because I already knew I knew how to write songs, but I knew to come up and get people to hear me, I had to be vicious and spitting long rhymes in the streets to get somebody to notice me. So once I got to E Nix, he was like, "Yo, we need records." You know what I mean? He used to take me to the studio, and like when Foxy Brown used to have time, like when she'll leave, I'll get her ends. I get her ends like in the studio, and like me and Kai record. We record because me and Kai was in the group first, and we'll record and everything. And then I went to Corey Rooney. A lot of stuff I'm putting out. I went to Corey Rooney, and Corey Rooney, we went to go had a meeting with Sony, and Corey Rooney was like, me and Kai spit for him for like an hour and a half straight, and he was like, "Yo, like
that's a lot of raps."
Yeah. he called Hood back, and he was like, "Yo, both of them dudes is nice, but the kid Cashmere is like the boy serious. Like we might could do something. I want to do something with that, whatever." So, Yeah, man, I've been through all of that with this game. Corey Rooney, he worked with Jennifer Lopez, Mariah Carey, all that. So
yeah, he worked with
that was where I was going.
Yeah.
That's what I was segueing to next. Like, so, what's the history on your deals? Like, or have you ever landed a deal, or not saying, or you got close and you felt like it wasn't the right shit and you ain't do it? Like,
I got like at one point like. E-Nix, like one time, E-Nix, like I put out this song named Brooklyn. That was my first record actually, but E-Nix was already monitoring me. He already had his eye on me. So when he had his eye on me, I put out my first record, and he seen what we was doing, me and Manhood. That was, I signed to a production company.
I remember Manhood. What the boy they the singing nigga?
Yeah, Razor.
Yeah.
Shout out to Razor. Shout out to Razor.
That was, Manhood was on fire back then.
Yeah, shout out to Razor. But I put out the Brooklyn record, and that's when E-Nix was like, and he just called us to the studio, like come to the studio one day, and he was like, yo, you ready? I'm like, ready for what? And he was like, we ready to go and stuff like that. But the business was crazy, and I was signed to Manhood, and it was like either like you coming with me, or either you gonna come with me and let me have them. And y'all just play the side, and I was already rolling with my guys, so it was like it was a touchy situation, and I was young
press
and all of that.
Distribution is something like the way I was buzzing though. You was on Mail.
We had the city. I didn't even know how I had the city.
I was locked up around that time. You know what I'm saying? Slade playing that shit all day. Every Thursday night,
Thursday, starting off the show. This was before Papoose. All that, like Papoose came along and did his thing, because me and Slade, we was going do something like Slade came and TNT wanted to sign me.
Slade, man.
Rest in peace to Slade. Slade, like without Slade, y'all wouldn't even be talking to me right now. Like honestly, like I met Slade in Harlem. Me and her went and met up with him. We had a meeting with him, and from there he was like, I got him. Like what up? He nice. Like he nice. Yeah. Whatever, I got him, and we ran with it. They put the business together, and he ran with me for real.
Yeah. So talk about that a little bit. Like how much K Slade meant to your career. And I know you said that if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be talking to you. Like, tell the people how much he actually meant to your career, and what playing your songs on the radio every Thursday meant for your career.
Slade. See, I shout out to DJ Enough, because DJ Enough was, shout out to Wendy Williams. She was the first person that played me on the radio.
Okay.
Because I did a remix with the Talking to Me remix with A. Marie, and we ran it to her husband, and he got it to her, and she gave me a shot.
A. Marie?
Yeah, I did the talking that remix. I did like a New York remix, my own remix with it, and then and actually A. Marie actually called me. And we spoke over the phone. We spoke over the phone. She was like, I heard it, it's dope, and like we actually spoke over the phone. But getting back to what you said with Slade, like Enough was the first one, but Enough had that 5 o'clock ride, so he had like the bulk, so you couldn't really get enough to play you how you wanted to unless you had a record that was buzzing. So you had to go through Slade, because at the time Slade was the gatekeeper to the underground.
Yeah, he was.
He had all the street sweepers tapes and everything. So I met up with Slade, and Slade was just like, he just rocked with me, man. Like he just rocked with me heavy. To like start to show off my records. He put me on all his mixtapes, all of that. Like Slade was monumental in a way where he understood hip hop more than any DJ in the game. Like it wasn't no he had all elements. He knew it was hot. Like, Slade is like
he just
the
had
culture.
That air, he had the air for it.
He just not only if he had the air for it, it's just that like when somebody is truthfully for the culture.
Yeah, he's organic. Like he authentic and organic to the point like you can't question that man about hip hop. Like you said, like this is a hip hop.
Yeah, like, you gotta think Slade did graffiti. Slade was with the break dancing. He was in the movie Star Wars and all of that.
He was a real nigga.
Yeah, and he was a thorough dude. Been in the streets, got out the streets, selling CDs, became rich doing it. Like
Word.
you when Slay talk, you listen. I listen.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, you know, I used to be in his crib, everything. Like Slay was a huge, like, Slay gave me my biggest buzz. He gave me my biggest ride. Like, he was 100% behind me. He was 100% with me. You know what I mean? So,
and yeah, like, you know, for those who don't know, that's how important DJs are to MCs and shit like that. Like, you need them, because you really not gonna get heard if they not playing your music. So it's important that y'all show respect to these dudes, because these are the ones who gotta play your record. They know what's hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? They the ones who's in a club that's playing all of these records, that know what the people want. They could read the crowd and see who's bopping or what, or whatever the case may be, so they know. So you gotta pay respect to these dudes.
One more thing though about Slay too. He might be the coolest, humblest, and I'm saying most thoroughest dude in the world. Do not play with that man money. I know Slay, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. I know Slay too as well, you know Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Slay was tapped into the streets.
yeah, but
Nah, he was.
Slay had the gangsters with him.
Yeah, for real.
Everybody, every gangster that had an artist that was, and that was like the epitome of everybody trying to get in the rap game. Like when I was coming up, so like all the drug dealers was trying to make a transition. All the street dudes was trying to make a transition. So when Slay had him. He had everybody from Chaz to all, whoever, all of everybody. Like if you wanted to get in the game, you had to go through Slay, and Slay was showing wild love. He showed more love than any DJ, any DJ
bro.
in the world.
I brought up the money shit though, right? Cause like I said, the nigga don't play, bro. The nigga just start, and that's just where he stopped fucking with me at. You know what I'm saying? I needed him for a mixtape to host a mixtape. They wanted a certain amount. Told him I was gonna have it by that date. I sent him the mixtape. He's gonna throw his vocals on it. I ain't have the bread in time. And then that's where it fell out though. That's why I'm saying he ain't playing with that chicken. That was my man.
He about business.
I know.
And he'll work with you though. He'll work with you if you keep it 100 with him. He gonna work with you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's probably where I look back and be like, damn, I fucked that up, bro. Playing around in them streets, ain't get the bread in time. Word. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Slay.
Yeah, rest in peace to Slay, man. He just got a street named after him in Harlem.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Well deserved.
He was big for the culture.
Yeah.
With the I want to ask you this, with the climate change of music, right? And the direction that it's going in now, right? This being the 50th anniversary of hip hop, how do you stay consistent knowing that the demographic is changing a little bit, like, and you've been doing this for a long time, so it's like, how do you keep that relevance and stay consistent in your fan base?
Or even interest in it.
That's a good question.
How you still stay interested in it? Like,
I mean, it helped me eat.
Yeah, okay,
like it give me a lot of perks in life. It get me further, like you know what I mean. But going back to like what you saying, like I just stay in my lane. Like it's like the streets, like nowadays, especially like nowadays in the music, it's like the streets. You got your customers, and you sell them what you sell them. So you don't need 1 million customers to make $1 million in the street.
That's
you feel what I'm saying?
You need a loyal base.
Yeah, you just need a loyal fan base. So right now, like I just put out 2 documentaries. Shout out to Peter Santinello. One
doing
one
millions
is up
of
to
views
like,
at that.
One is up to like 4.7. The other one is up to like 3.7. You know what I mean? Then the other one is up to 1 mil, and that just led me to do like about 9 or 10 other. Everybody just was hitting me. Come, I want to see how you living. I want to see, and then that just brung a whole other fan base to the music.
Right.
So now I got like my own fan base, so I'm just feeding them. I'm not really trying to make a record to get on a radio and do this and do that with the not saying that not saying I don't want to win a Grammy.
Of course,
but it's like you gotta feed, especially when you start now, you gotta feed the people that's feeding you. And right now, I'm feeding the fans that I'm feeding. Like, you know, the new record I just put out now called "I Love You" is out now, all platforms. Y'all go check it out.
Make sure y'all check that
out.
out.
4.7 million views.
Yeah.
You said you got on one of them shits. That means the world is watching. Like, I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nah,
man.
look, hold on. Talk about, see, he being modest, bro. Like, listen, he got fans.
No, I did the homework. You know, I see.
Yeah.
Like Africa, Singapore,
I already got
Japan.
features I need you to go holler at niggas for.
Yeah.
I want to hear you.
Nah, we working. And
Like,
not only
talk
that-
about it.
not
Talk
only
about it.
that,
I hear him on something with Benny.
Yeah. Not only that, like I've been to different countries. I've been to Africa. I've been to Japan. I've been to Singapore. I've been to Indonesia. I've been to Samoa. Like I've been to these places off of hip hop. Not like I'm booking a flight for a vacation. Like they bringing me out there. You know what I mean? So it's like I just stick to my fan base. I feed the people that love me and that love the type of music that they vibing to and they loving. And you can check it by the comments. You can check it by the analytics. Like I go through that every day, checking out who's watching me, who's listening, who all of that. I go through that every day. I pay attention. So it's like when you got that, you want to feed them. Like I just go back to the song "I Love You." I put that out for my fans, for my people. Like everybody, I got this fire song I'm gonna put out that's commercial. Okay. That's for the radio and stuff like that. But I gotta feed the people that's feeding me. They want to hear me being me. I can't now I go put out a dance record or a drill record and they like, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, and they keeping me paid. They building my streams up. They the reason why I'm getting publishing checks and stuff like that. So I gotta keep feeding them and keep doing it. But with each project, I do something different. I try to do something different. Like Resilience ain't gonna sound like the masterpiece of Taiwan.
Okay. So with that being said, what is the energy like when you go to these different places and they seeing you for the first time and you know when you traveling around the world, it's not like this is your third and fourth time seeing those same fans. So like what's the feeling you get when you see these other people in different countries who could barely speak our language show you that genuine love of your music?
It's crazy. Africa was probably like the biggest. Like I never performed in front of that man. I went to Tanzania, East Africa.
Tanzania, okay.
Yeah, so like I did 3 shows out there. I stayed a month actually. You know, shout out to my boy Rama. Shout out to Kikwete. You know what I mean? So they brought me out there and I stayed like for a month and I did like 3 shows and. Like the last show, the first show was dope. It was kind of intimate. The second show was like in a club, and then the third show was like in a outside and like sort of like an arena, and it was like over like 10,000 people there. Like I had to fight to get backstage, like 'cause they was like grabbing and like it's a different vibe.
Like it's third world or it's like it's I don't know. I don't really know too much.
It's really not third world, man. It's not what you see on the commercials.
They just show us that on
They got money. They got money. They in the club popping bottles. The hotels is plush.
Okay.
You know what I mean? All types of stuff. It really it's different from here. Obviously, like they live different. They act different. They more in tune, like more pulled into the basics of life and stuff like that. But other than that, they living just like how we living. They just living on their terms. They more like well rounded. We kind of like fall off. We in America. We do what we want to do. You know what I mean? But they still got the morals and character is still there. But you know, you got some rowdy people out there. They doing what they doing, everything. But it was live, man. I ain't never performed in front of that many people in Africa. Like you know what I mean? That was like probably my biggest show. You know what I mean? My one of my
10,000.
Like say it probably was even more than that, bro. It was a lot of people. But they had like at the time they had like a 106 in Park. I did about 10 radio stations out there. Like they was hip. Like I was driving down the street with my boy with like my manager and he was like yo, he knew somebody pulled over. They asked him, where's the American boy at? He pulled the window down. They went crazy. Oh, I'm like, pull the window up, man. Pull the window up. Like it was live. It was a great experience, man. Like I did so much out there. Like
that's dope.
I went to like low like club dates and I went to so many club dates one night. Like they asked me to do the last one. I was like, nah, and I slept in the parking lot in the car. Like it was that busy and hectic, man. Shout out to Tanzania.
Shout out to them. That gotta be a crazy feeling. Coming from where we come from in the East, you know what I'm saying? And
contrast is just
like it's
even though that you believe in yourself, but even though that you believe in yourself that way, like I believed in myself since a kid, but
yeah, of course.
When I got the call of Africa, I'm like, I'm really going to Africa. So like, it definitely was a blessing, man.
Right, fire. I'm not gonna lie. Anytime you leave the country, you know, like that's like not on this side, like the Caribbean or something, when you go somewhere towards there, Africa or Europe or say, it feel good, cause you know what I'm saying, that shit just feel
flying on Emirates.
And then you doing it for the love of what you do and getting bread for it too. So you can't even beat that.
But flying on Emirates is a different experience too. That's
Emirates. I know everything. They got the Henny in the city and all that.
Everything.
Everything. They pick you up in a motherfucking Mercedes Uber right outside the city.
It was live. It was cool, man. The people was looking at me like, what he had to do. I met this white dude. He seen me. He was like from like Australia or something, like Germany or something like that. And he just was like, "What you can?" I was like, "I'm going to Africa to do a show." He was like, oh, "Who are you?" I told him who I was. We start drinking, got fucked up on the plane. Man. That's crazy.
You know, money talk good together.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy is a lot of potential business deals could happen on a humble like that. Like like you just
meeting somebody,
meeting somebody random. The story how me and this dude met was crazy, bro. Bro. Like, I never met him before, but I always used to be like, this nigga is wild funny on the book, like on Facebook, bro. I'm like wild funny.
Viral shit and all that, like bro. Nigga hit me. Boom! I bumped into this nigga downtown.
I seen you on Instagram before.
You probably did. I be wildin'. But you know what I'm saying, nigga hit me, you know what I'm saying, say he had a idea. Well, he already had started it, but he needed a, you know what I'm saying, he could see me as a host and all that. One day I bumped into the nigga by like chance downtown Manhattan. He's like, I'm about to get this shit started, I ain't forget you about what I told you last time. And then that's just how shit popped
and
off.
Like, we built like that, bro.
Nah, I like the get up. I like the name and all of that. You know, we go way back. So
that's a fact.
I'm like, I'ma pull up. I'm supposed to been pull up.
Yeah, this is like a year and a half in the making.
I'm like, alright, I'm gonna pull up. I was supposed to been pull up, but now I'm like, I'm pulling up. I'm definitely pulling up.
And we going up right now too. So
So
it's looking good for everybody right now.
That's but you know, it's all about timing. You know what I'm saying? So like timing got to be right. You know what I mean? Like everything was organic, nothing was forced. Like
last year, it would probably not have been as epic as now. Like you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't had the new project coming yet. You know, he had the resilience out.
Again, I got that new single, "I Love You" out.
I seen the video. Video's fire.
It's crazy.
The single "I Love You" was
check
out.
It out.
The message is dope.
Fire. The message is crazy. It's crazy, man. And we got a whole much more coming, man. Y'all about to see a whole lot more. So check it out.
So that's a fact.
Let me ask you a question. So your plan is just to keep how you doing till you do it, till somebody offer you the big bag, or you just like the independent game, how it's treating you and all that right now?
I like the independent game, but of course you want to get into a different bag. But where I'm going at in the independent game right now is looking real. It's looking good. Like
what you need to change your mind about that? What type of number you need?
I'm gonna need a bag. I'm gonna need something that's gonna get me substantial, put me in a foundated situation. I can't really like.
No 360.
I'm smart. Like it depends on the bag. You know what I mean? It depends on the bag. Like I ain't gonna say no to nothing. You know what I mean? Because you get 100% of nothing. You can own everything, but if you ain't doing nothing,
the crazy part. Not to cut you off though, but the crazy part is with the 360 deal that really wouldn't serve you, because I'm gonna tell you why. The 360 deal, right?
They take everything.
They take part of everything because they don't know. Like, you know what I mean? They taking a chance on you. So it's like, yo, look, we gonna take a piece of everything. Like, we don't know how you going be in this game. And so, but he's already established.
But the advance is what reels you in. So like, boom. if a nigga offered me a $10 million advance on a 360 deal for 7 years or some shit, I
might
might take them tours and fucking
have
a little bread off of that. Like, that
yeah, but like, then again,
they give me a 10-pack.
No, but
I might have to take that.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I'm not saying don't sign your life away. Like, not to change the subject, but I don't know if y'all see this shit with the football dude. I'll say, college football kid. He signed over his NIL to one of them loan sharks that be giving these college niggas money, right?
I would never do that.
25 years of his future NFL checks for $400,000. I
would never do that.
I'm saying for 25 years, they gonna get 15% of all his future NFL checks.
See, right,
I say for $400,000.
Right now, with me, like I feel like I'm like a record away from doing really what I gotta do, because I'm generating money, and right now I got them going to check my publishing and getting all my money from me. So it's like I finally like found my niche business wise as well. So I see where I'm going. You know what I mean? I see what I'm making. I see what's going on. So that's like a blessing in disguise, to where like if I do things right in the next 5 years, my kids are eating off of it, because I own everything.
Okay.
So if they want to get that, they gotta like really like I gotta get in the situation. It's not really about a record deal. It's about getting in the situation with the right people.
Yeah, you always said that. You always said that.
Everything right now is like that's what it's about. You know what I mean? A record deal, I say, is for like kids rookies. And stuff like rookies and stuff like that. Record deal is good, and I would take a record deal. I'm talking about a record deal. Of course, if I sign with a major, it's gonna be a record deal. But I would want to, I want a situation, something that's gonna, something that we could both work on. Even if you don't give me a bag, like if I sign with somebody like Jay-Z, I wouldn't take that much money, because I just need the name to do what I got to do. If y'all heard I would sign to Rock Nation tomorrow, motherfuckers going. Run to the music now. You understand what I'm saying? So
Cash came out of nowhere.
That's just what it's about, man.
Yeah. So not getting too specific with your business, as far as like you learning the business so you can take care of your business, right? What made you decide, and when did you decide, like, yo, listen, at the end of the day, I love music, but this is a business, and I have to make sure I'm good on my end before I do anything. Before I move forward with anybody, I gotta make sure I learn the necessary tools that I need to proceed in this music business.
That probably happened like when I left manhood. Like when I left manhood, because I realized, like, because getting in this game, I came up with manhood. Shout out to Man, shout out to Hood, shout out to Kai, shout out to him, rest in peace him. Getting in this game, like, we came up together. We went from hopping trains to me being on High 97, and me just, just being Cashmere. And now everybody, I'm in Double XL, I'm in the Source magazine, I'm just doing all this stuff.
I remember them days.
I'm just thinking music. I'm like, wow, like, you know what I mean? But everybody looking at me like, yo, but I'm just being this regular dude from East New York. But they looking at me like Cashmere. They ain't looking at me like, you know what I mean? So once that came in, like, I didn't really realize it was a business. It was like I was going off of it like we family.
We a team. We a
family.
We
a team. We a family.
We all gonna
but
get on
then
together,
I started to look at stuff like, you know what I mean? I started looking at stuff like, hold up, you know what I mean? I'm not handling my business. So I kind of like took a step back, and when I started getting on my business, like, a lot of people couldn't take what, people, when you know your worth and your value, shit changed. So I went out on my own, and built myself to who I am today.
Niggas hate when you don't need them no more, or where you don't have to use them or need them for anything no more. Niggas don't like that shit no more. Like, what you mean you don't need me no more, nigga?
Yeah, like it's like
talk about, nigga?
we could still work. Like I was all about the business with manhood, because I love manhood. That's something I created from the ground up, or helped create it from the ground up. But at the end of the day, like, I need mines. You know what I'm saying? I need mines, and I need to know where I'm going to stand, and who I'm going, who I'm going to be in the future. I can't let nobody else dictate that.
No. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Nah, so, not at all. Yeah, you gotta have the wherewithal to take care of your own business, because one thing I learned is nobody's gonna take care of your business
like you.
For you. Or like you, exactly. So you
So
gotta
you gotta
be
learn and get it. And right now, I ain't gonna lie, like probably like the past year, like when I released Resilience and I got all this traction, that's when I started like, oh, okay, like, cause I made money and what's crazy is like that I put out that project last year and it's still making money. So I'm like, dang, now I'm putting out another project with all of this traction from the documentaries and everything else I did. Like, it's like, I'm like, oh, so I'm really right now just really like, oh, okay, I got it.
yeah.
I got it. And you know, they starting to see that. People starting to see that. So, and it's a plus. Like where I see me going in the next in the future is I'm happy and proud of
rooting
that.
for you though. We
Cause it's been a long ride. You know what I mean? Like, and with anybody will tell you that. Any artist will tell you that this shit ain't easy.
It ain't
Even the
overnight.
artists
It's
that
not
y'all
overnight.
think that's doing their thing, they gonna tell you like, yo, y'all don't
It was a
remember when I
process.
was doing this and doing that and all of that, man. Like we was just talking with Ryo.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like Ryo was doing this, man, and I was hearing about Ryo, like, yo, that's that dude. You want to go to the studio? That's the dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever. But we had our own studio around the corner on Madison,
Yeah.
so it was like, you know what I mean? It was crazy. So it's a grind, and if you ain't ready to grind in this game, you might as well just try to make some bubblegum
Go do
shit,
something
and
else.
if it
Go do
don't
something
pop,
else.
then go do what you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
It's a billion things to sell in the world. You ain't got to just sell music. Like now I'm saying, if it ain't for you, it ain't for you, my niggas.
One
like,
thing
you know
I
what I'm
say
saying?
about music, if you do it well, and that's like what's happening with me, music is it's just a foundation. Music done
Yeah,
opened
yeah,
so
yeah,
many
exactly.
other doors
And
for
for
me
real.
to eat, man.
Mhm.
So many other doors. Like I made more money
Off
off
other
of the door off of other shit than actually my music. To be honest with you, you know what I
Let
mean?
me ask you a
For real.
question. I just heard you say something briefly while you was talking like about documentaries. I said, what kind of documentary you talking about? You want to speak on that? You said you got documentaries and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got a couple of them shit
Yeah,
out
I
there.
don't know. I ain't see.
I got like 9 of them out now.
Oh, wait,
you know what I mean? I'm
just
actually about to.
about what? Like what they talking about?
It's
You know what
just
I'm
me, like, basically, you know what I mean? It's just me, like, going through the hood, telling my story, telling
Okay.
my background
check it out,
about
too, when I spin.
where I'm from, what I'm doing, and the people around me, just like what I do, because I do stuff for my neighborhood, too. Like, I always give back to people and all of that, help people out, all of that.
That's a fact.
So
That's
it's
a
like,
fact.
it's like, they coming to me like, yo, like, they need somebody that can actually walk them through the project.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I seen that, yo. I seen
Like,
the one
and
when
they,
you was
cause
in,
they
when you was
scared
in
to
Cali,
go, so
yeah.
they like,
Yeah.
and you see me in the trenches in Cali.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Park Village, shout out to my boy Nuki, my boy DL, my boy
Yeah.
Bowack, everybody in the whole entire Park Village. You know what I mean? All my Crip guys out there, man.
The trenches, bro.
Yeah, the
like,
only projects in Compton, man. I walked through there and
Right.
they just, cause I went out there. I lived in Cali for a minute, so like when they showed me so much love, that California love is real. Like them dudes showed me love, like I came up with them, like I was born out there or something like that. So
Yeah.
I never take that for granted. Shout out to all my Cali dudes, man, everywhere.
Shout out,
Watts, Inglewood, Compton, especially Compton, you know what I mean? Because that's where I was at. Long Beach, shout out to my essays in
The
Long
whole
Beach.
South Central.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
South Central, yeah.
'Cause a lot of people
Crenshaw.
can't do that. A lot of people can't just walk through there like
I was
that, bro.
walking
No, you
through
gotta
every
have that. You gotta
hood.
have that type of aura with somebody. First, somebody gotta like at least
Real
somebody got at least to be like he's cool, and then it got to start from there.
Yeah.
Know what I'm
When you,
saying?
when you go somewhere and you just being you
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
I
ain't
know,
trying
I
to
know.
be
That's how it
somebody
is.
else, real recognize
They
real, and
recognize real.
they gonna rock with you,
You
man.
know what?
Like,
You know what gets they grinds they gears? A nigga that acting tough in they hood.
Yeah, now they gotta test
nigga
you.
that
They
his
gotta
walk
see
a
how
little too tough.
They
His
gotta
face
see
a
how
little too
tough
hard.
you is.
exactly,
Yeah, now they gonna
a
test
nigga
you.
that's acting himself like a grown black man, like he get to a bag, bro. The gangsters ain't gonna fuck with you, man. Especially if you a gangster yourself. Like, know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a fact, man. It's
That's all.
a lot of you got a lot of work that's out there as far as like the albums, the documentaries.
Check
What-
out the catalog, man. My work speaks for itself, man.
That's a
I'm one
fact.
of them ones out here, man. Trust me.
You heard
Yo,
us.
so
You heard
what's
us.
good? What's good with a biopic, man? You got too much stuff going on out there. Like we need a biopic or something.
We
Like
might try to do that because my YouTube is kind of jumping right now. So I'm trying to like I'm after I finish this album, I'm really trying to like get into shows, like because my YouTube is monetized. as well. So
Yeah.
it's bringing in money through views, through the music and stuff. So I'm really trying to put together some shows and stuff like that to where I could showcase myself, because people love me. I never thought that, you know, my guy Peter Santinello, I didn't even know him at the time. He could just hit me and I could just walk him through East New York. Right. And then next thing you know,
I wasn't out there that day.
5 million views later.
Yeah.
I'm like, when that joint got 5 million views, I'm like, what? All I did was walk and talk with this white dude and I didn't know that was gonna happen. But then now they checking out my music and they hitting me. We love you, yo. We love how you talk. We love your manner. Like I get the DMs and the messages I get from the fans. Shout out to the fans though. Yeah. The fans, like, for real, I gotta give a shout out to the fans. They the reason why y'all talking to me right now, like the people. And that's what I focus on. Like y'all asked me about earlier about, like, you know, what niche I'm trying to face. Like, I'm just focused on the people, because they the ones who gonna pay me and buy my music and listen to my music and promote me and do what I gotta do.
Love you unconditionally.
Yeah, they keeping me afloat right now. So shout out to all the supporters and the fans out there, man. I love y'all for real, for real.
All right, so let's talk about the book that you're doing. Is it too soon, or?
That's probably too soon. That's probably a little too soon. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's too soon.
Okay.
I'm on it. I'm on it, but it's right now. I got so much going on, like so much other stuff that I gotta get to get to that. So, but definitely, I've been talking about that for like 2-3 years, and it's in the works. But we gotta get.
So we should be looking for that somewhere.
Y'all should look for that soon.
You doing like something like a real book?
No, I'm just doing. I'm just telling it how it is. I'm just gonna tell like
smart books and shit, like life coaching.
I'm gonna be doing because I've always been a writer since elementary. So I'm gonna be doing like all kinds of things. But first, I want to like tell stories and get people to gravitate to what I'm doing. Yeah. Tell my story to get people gravitating to what I'm doing, and then take it from there.
I got an idea for you.
Yeah.
That just popped up in my head since you just said this, pause. You should write a book with the album going to the book of the same shit. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, write the book.
That was my plan, because my new album is like, it's personal, and that's why I call it the masterpiece of Taiwan, going through everything I went through, because Taiwan is my real name. Yeah. So, like, I named it that because now I want to like give people me, and as you can see from the I Love You single and I Love You video, like I look different from Brazilians, from the we talking and how we live in the video and the mumble rap video and all of that.
I was in that video.
Yeah,
Shout out to him for putting me in the video.
Man. Yeah, I just came. He came through with the bottle of Bel Air for his guy.
I know Bel Air shit too, bro.
Yeah, I bought some bottles of champagne. Yeah. Like, yo, here, hold that. We good, man.
I threw a big barbecue for the hood because I just got back from Cali, and you know I've been living good off of what I do. And independently, thank God, and off of who I am too. So just off of me being Cashmere. So I said when I came back to the hood, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw a barbecue, and you know it was crazy.
It was crazy.
The whole East New York pink house in Cypress.
It was
crazy.
There,
like the 75th precinct came out.
It was
about like a year and a half ago. About 2 years. About a year and a half when I came out. And the whole hood came through. We shot that video. Right. My man Cam came through. The whole Cypress. Shout out to Cypress. Shout out to Plaza. Shout out to Pink Houses. Shout out to the side blocks. All of them came through. It was about, man, the cops tried to shut us down, man. I was like, nah, this is a private house, man. Like, we're not going to make no trouble. It ain't going to be no shootouts. I promise you it's good. And they let us rock. They stood across the street, about 2 cop cars deep. But
it was all love, though.
It was all love, man. It was all love.
Nobody was tripping. Nobody was tripping. And plus, it was too many of us for somebody to trip anyway. That shit would have got checked at the gate. Like, yo, listen, bro, we ain't here for that. Everybody having a good time.
They tried to shut us down like 6 o'clock. I was like, nah, no way. I was like, this is a private house.
Yeah, the sun was still up.
We had free food, free liquor. It was lit. It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
It was definitely crazy, man. Like, word, like that was a crazy moment. We was out there heavy too, man. Like, and it was a good vibe. It was a good vibe. Yeah. But I want to switch gears a little bit, man. What you think about like as far as like acting? Like, you never really like dabbled into acting?
I think acting is could be a real strong point for me. That's something that I haven't touched. I think so. You know what I mean? You got to go about a different way of getting there. You know what I mean? It's like a whole another different lane, but I wouldn't mind doing that.
One road could change your life. One road could change your life.
I definitely, I rock with that. I think that's definitely part of the art.
Yeah, cause you know, 'cause we spoke about your catalog earlier. It seemed like it's about time, even if it's a cameo or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Get him on Tubi or something. Let me see my man in this shit real fast. Let me see something.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Tubi be out of line with the movies.
No. Hold on. I'm a Tubi advocate right now because they do be bugging. It's some fire on Tubi though. There's a couple of fire on Tubi, but no. I'm not even talking about Tubi. Niggas think Tubi is all about cheap movie. Tubi giving niggas the same platform that fucking CD Baby is giving artists this shit. So like, nigga, I can shoot a movie on my iPhone right now, and Tubi gonna let me fucking put it up there as long as I got the fucking script down and the motherfucking closed caption and all that. They gonna let me put it up there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they let you stream. You get the streams just like. You know what I'm saying? So that's why these niggas is coming out with half-ass, bum-ass movies because. They not really serious about it. They just like, yo, we can get money off Tubi.
I seen somebody.
I've seen a couple.
Shout out to Erica Mena. I seen some joints, man. Some joints. Yeah, she be acting. Yeah, she be acting the butt off on Tubi. I just got up on Tubi, but
but I'm just saying, like, consider that, bro, because that's like the new streaming platform for actors instead of musicians.
Yeah, I never really tapped into that. That's like a CD Baby for
it's the CD Baby for actors. All you gotta do is make sure you got a legit script, have your closed captioning there so they could play the words and all that, send it to them. Of course, just like everything else, but they gonna stream it.
Yeah, you gotta pay like you wait.
If it go viral, nigga, you made money, nigga.
Shout out to Tubi.
Yeah, that's why I love that. Like that's why.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, see, you just educated me because I didn't know that's how that worked. Like,
that's how
I didn't know where they was getting the movies from. I didn't know that.
Niggas see the bum-ass movies that think that's Tubi. The movies don't got nothing to do with Tubi, the company.
Tubi is just the outlet that gives them the opportunity.
The movies that you see that niggas be wildin' don't have nothing to do with Tubi, the company. Because they got real movies on there too. Indiana Jones, fucking Batman, fucking Home Alone or shit, all that shit too. But they just want niggas to get some bread too, or they feel like they could get some bread by helping niggas get some bread. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is, man. So what's next for Cashmere, man?
Next, man, it's about the new album I'm putting out, man. And actually, I'm doing a big show. It's gonna be in Williamsburg. You know what I mean? Letting it know on the file. A big show, you know what I mean? It's only 100 people exclusive, only 100 people, 100 tickets. And we just going to do a big show. I'm going to announce the whole vibe. I don't want to give everything away, but it's going to be dope. It's going to be a whole vibe, a different venue, different intimate type of venue, live, like with the lighting and everything. It's going to be dope. Shout out to Carl Blow. We're going to do that, but right now, it's all about the new album that's about to come out. The Masterpiece of Taiwan, new single, I Love You, is out right now. It's doing good. It's about to do real crazy numbers. We just put the video out probably like 5 days ago. So, you know what I mean? Y'all go check that out. Right now, it's about that. But right now, I'm focused on the album and really springboarding off of that, doing shows and everything and all that.
What producers you work with? Like, what heavy hitters you work with on this album?
I worked with my boy DJ B Original. He produced for KRS-One, Mobb D.
Now I heard it be original.
He produced for a lot of dudes. And I worked with a couple of other producers, that I can't right now because I got probably 2 more sessions to finish the album. I wrote all the songs, everything is done, but I got probably a session or 2 to finish the album and all that. But I work with a lot of producers. I got some features on there too, some dope features. Shout out to Danique. My boy Danique, Bad Seed. Who else? Who else I did a feature? Your boy Mitchell Ames is on the album.
Shout out to Mitchell Ames, the landlord.
We did a fire joint called Hennessy and Lemonade. It's crazy. Y'all check it out. But the album crazy. The album I took my time with the album crazy.
So this project right here, you feel is the one. You know, every artist say that.
I feel like this project, I'm comfortable. I'm not trying to be nothing but me because I feel like from everything that happened with me, everything that happened with the documentaries and everything and what the fans is feeding me, I got a lane. So I'm staying in my lane and staying focused, and I'm doing what I love to do. And basically what like they love who I am. Like they seen the documentaries and they loving who I am. So I'm just being who I am. That's why I made I Love You, the new single out, because I felt like hip hop needed love. You got people like K Flock. You know what I mean? He a young dude that had promising career. He locked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
These
speak
things,
about
a
this
lot
all
of
the time.
people,
Free
like
Flock,
a lot of these dudes, and then you got rappers that's dying at a Young Dolph, Nipsey Hussle,
Yeah, all of them, bro.
all these dudes that's dying at a rapid rate. So I feel like we out here acting a little crazy and acting a little idiotish
for nothing
or whatever.
Bro.
So I felt like hip hop
jealousy.
needed some love.
Yeah.
We needed some
love
love.
you.
So I was like,
definitely.
don't be afraid to tell your brother
your
I
man
love
love
you.
you.
Like tell your sister I love you. Like what we doing? This is what we doing. But we, you know, and a lot of artists. That's why I talk about staying in your lane, because no artist really doing that right now. So I go
Trying to be
there.
something else.
Yeah, I
You know
go
what it is?
there,
They is doing
and that's
it.
what my fans love me for, from seeing the documentaries, because they see I'm talking some positive stuff. So they rocking with it. They fucking
Yo,
with it. So.
artists is staying in their lanes. That's just not the artists the record labels are signing. The artists, the record labels are signing the fucking clowns, the puppets, and all that shit. I say, you know how many niggas I see that?
It's a business. The record label's gonna sign a young. You know what I mean? You know how the game is.
Yo, I have became like real true fans to like a nigga that got 500 fucking followers on Instagram. I heard a song like, nah, I'm a fan of this nigga. This nigga, like shit like that, bro. Like music is music to me. Like if that nigga nice, he nice. I fuck with him. But like you said, you gotta stay in your lane. But these niggas don't want to do that shit nowadays, bro. Like,
I think artists in this game today, artists is, and it's been happening, but it's happening even more now. Like people afraid to be themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They gotta follow the trend and follow what's going on.
Yeah, like the trend is like following the trend is crazy. Like listen, my thing is this, and me and him talk about this all the time. I don't want to listen to no song and 37 niggas died, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Like I ain't in the mood for that, bro. Like,
but listen, if he put it in an artistic way, like that was nice enough. All right, I got like Murder on My Mind, Melly, Murder song. I love that shit. Shit fire. Most people love that shit. You know what I'm saying? But now, yo, I spin a block. I come through. Oh, your block. Batman voice. Like, yo, bro, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. And I'm
all of them niggas sound like Batman.
I'm not shitting on them, because there's a few of them niggas that I do like, but it's like when the content is the exact same from 20 different of the same artist, 30 of the same artist, it's like it gets oversaturated. That's all I'm saying. I'm not shitting on the drill scene at all, because I like a few of them niggas. I like some of them niggas, but.
Nah, I rock with Fabio. I feel like Pop. Pop
was the last of the Mohicans, bro.
Pop.
Nah. Fabio still up.
I'm talking about Pop.
Fabio, he's still out there.
But fucking Fabio came out first, or Pop was first?
Pop was first.
Pop was first?
Nah, Fabio been out.
Fabio was first, but Pop, he popped.
That's why I say he's the last.
Like faster.
Because y'all had Chef and all that. Chef was going crazy for Brooklyn and all that with drill. Like he ain't had nothing else but drill music. Chef 22. You know what I'm saying? G's, motherfucking Sleepy Hollow. They had nothing but drill music, and they made a lane for that. These fucking other niggas, you know, call it what it is. They just thought, just because I'm dissing my fucking ops on a song and this is drill music, it's not drill music. You just dissing ops on a song.
I think I like pop music because Pop was like a real artist at the same time.
Pop, he was learning the game, soaking in the game, bro.
Pop was different,
man. He's soaking in the game
he really bought New York back.
He's soaking the games for 50. He's soaking a little bit of game from the Migos. He learned how to do ad-libs and use that auto-tune and play around. He was turning into a real artist. Fuck drill. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my thing is,
that shit got me tight.
My thing is with that, like, I don't care what type of music you do.
Right.
Just long as it has some substance.
It gotta have substance. Substance is the word. I guess that's the
you know what I mean? And that's why I asked you what I asked you, because none of your music sounds the same. You always.
No, I heard about 7-8 songs. I'm like,
he tapped into these different pockets to where he's touching on multiple different things, and I think now in hip hop that's what's missing. No, you know what I'm saying?
Like, the conversation.
That's what I'm. That's why I'm doing. That's why.
Hell yeah, that's what's
why
missing, bro.
When they go right, I go left.
Right.
But don't get it twisted. Like I got a big record that's about to drop. That's going like it's like don't get see. It's like a TikTok anthem.
Okay.
And it's gonna have but it's clever. It's dope, and y'all gonna fuck with it. And it's for the ladies.
Dance to it. They gonna make a dance to it and make you go viral.
For the ladies. But it's different. It's me. At the end of the day, it's me. It's me talking my shit to how I you know, how I think about with the ladies and all of that. But it's called You Dig. It's gonna be on the new album. It's fire.
Right.
So
Fire.
that's gonna be the
straight flame.
is that gonna be the
lead single?
no? I love you.
I love you is the first single. I always gotta keep it hip hop. I gotta keep it foundated. I gotta rock with my fans that rock with me. But now I'm gonna take it up to the next level and do the You Dig record is gonna drop. Probably it's gonna drop soon, real soon. Probably like next month.
And the song that You Dig, you know that beat sound fire.
Yeah.
You dig?
How do you feel about this being the 50th year anniversary of hip hop, and you made an imprint on that?
Yeah, he got a part. He
you have stake in that.
I feel great about that. Like the Yankee Stadium event was crazy, but not only that, I feel good about the founders getting they just due.
Yeah.
I feel good about it bringing a lot of light on New York, because I feel like New York is a forgotten city, and it's not forgotten like that, because we can never be forgotten. We like, started it, but I just think our sound and who we are,
losing our identity.
I don't think that we really lost our identity. I think that we just started following trends.
Our new
like
sound
the
is
DJs,
drill music.
Yeah,
it makes sense. Bro.
Yeah,
our new sound is drill music.
And I mean, we don't really
like when Young M.A. came out, I was liking when the direction I was going. Like Young M.A., even like Scarlett right now. Like I like that she just not like, I mean, she doing what she doing and all that. Like I like that. Even Ice Spice, even though she's fucking what you could call her what she want, it's something different. It might be drill beats, but she's talking like a fucking. Like say she talking what she want like to talk. I don't want to hear the same nigga like you said. 37 niggas dying and all that, bro. I don't feel how you feel like you gonna get rich off that type of music.
Yeah, I just think New York, it brought real light. The 50th year of hip hop, I think it brought real light, and it gave a lot of young artists a piece of history. Got something that they could rock with. They know what's going on. They know about Kool Herc. They know about Grandmaster Flash. They know about, because, you know, that wasn't my era. I didn't know about them when I first started rapping, but I went and did my homework, and I knew about them when I was in the height of my career.
That's what's missing. You know, nobody doing their homework.
I feel like you got to do that. You got to respect the people that come before you. And me being a New Yorker from Brooklyn, like I had to do that. I had to know the genre, man. I'm a hip hop connoisseur. I listen to everything, and not only that, I read and educate myself daily. So every time I wake up, I try to educate myself, go on my phone or whatever, and learn things that, you know, the average person wouldn't know.
Yo, these little niggas that still say fuck them old niggas that started hip hop.
Yeah.
These little niggas that still say that, bro.
Nah, but look.
I see it in comments all the time.
Nah,
bro.
but
not the real musicians that's young, but I'm talking about these generation is disrespectful, bro.
But I'm glad you said that, because I want to ask you a question about basically what he just said, right? Like, how do you feel about the Melly Mel and Eminem situation? Like, the diss track.
We needed that on our own show, bro. We could have used a whole fucking episode for that one, but
cause that was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
and I love Melly Mel,
and let me preface my comments by saying this. It's been multiple interviews with Melly Mel saying and talking about our generation of music, like with Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z, Nas, all of them.
Yeah.
He was talking about them and who is real MCs and who's not, or whatever the case may be. So
he don't even think Jay-Z is a real one.
I know, but shout out to Melly Mel. Like, he's one of the founding fathers. Like, so I'm not going to use this opportunity to diss him.
No, we're not going to
like, I'm not doing that.
No, we're going to slander that diss track, but not him. We're going to slander that whack-ass diss track, not him, though. I'm
just saying, like, all of the things that he said about the guys that we seen in hip hop, right? And then to come with that track and it didn't hit as he thought it would. Do you think the younger generations is listening to that and saying, see, this is why we don't listen to them niggas? Because what the fuck is he talking about? Like, he's still rapping like it's. Do you think?
But I don't think. I mean, I feel like this. Melly Mel is Melly Mel. He's a legend.
He's a legend.
And he came out 80 something like
Seven-
something like
87 or
that.
some shit.
80 something.
It
or
was in the
whatever.
80s or
So-
it wasn't 79?
So I still think like
don't
you
know.
should
I
like
don't
if
really know.
Melly
Like you
Mel
said.
was the if Melly Mel, if I was Eminem and Melly Mel was coming at me, I would just ignore Melly Mel, because if it wasn't for Melly Mel doing what he did and a lot of founders that did what they did, I wouldn't be here. Them dudes, you know what I mean? Them dudes was huge, and they didn't get, you know, they paved the way for Eminem to be Eminem. You know what I mean? So I would have probably left it alone. You know, maybe Eminem got a little agitated.
No, because he
You know
kept
what I
picking his
mean?
butt.
But-
He keep poking him.
Yeah, I
He
understand
poking him.
that.
Him,
Yo, he
Game,
keep no,
they
but
just
I'm
keep
not Eminem,
poking.
I'm not an
Yeah.
Eminem fan like I used to be. Marshall Mathers LP first 2-3 albums, yes. But this new sober Eminem, I don't like him. But still, if a nigga keep poking me and like, yo, bro, and all he did was respond back with like a 2-liner in one song. It was like he didn't go a whole diss track.
I know.
He said like a little response, a 2-liner.
He did the feature.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But Melly Mel responded, which I don't think he should have responded if he wasn't ready, and nobody in the studio should have told you that was good enough to go
But
up.
we all knew Melly Mel wasn't gonna be ready for Eminem.
No, but he
so
could've
it
said
don't matter what
as
he
a black
said.
man,
Yeah.
as a black man, you cleverer than that, bro. As a black man that started hip hop, you should be a lot more cleverer.
He sound
than that, bro.
he sound like the dude that made the message. You know what I mean? So like I wasn't expecting him to sound like anything more or less.
That's what
I
he-
wasn't.
Yeah.
What you thought? I thought Melly Mel was gonna sound like Nas and
No.
Jay-Z
No,
and
no,
getting
I
that
thought he would have at
Nah.
least one punchline. Nigga said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was the punchline.
But in 85, that probably that shit probably would have been
Melly
fire.
Mel, I swear to God, the slander is not against the hip hop legend Melly Mel. The slander is just against that. I would rather him talk shit on YouTube out his own mouth and then rap that shit on the track. Think he could do it. He apologized after that shit. Like, you know what? Y'all is right. Like, now I'm saying I should never did that. That shit was whack. He apologized after that shit, bro. So you know he was wrong.
Because I think he had people in his ear saying
Yeah,
like,
they
yo,
should have
bro.
been in his ear before he fucking pressed send. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
But shout out
I mean,
to Melly Mel. I swear, I just don't like the this track. I love everything you did for hip hop. I swear, all of y'all, Grandmaster Flash, now I'm saying all of y'all that started hip hop and Cedric Avenue in the Bronx. Like you said, we wouldn't even be doing this if it wasn't for
Yeah,
y'all.
none of us would
Don't
be doing
ever
this.
do that again, Melly Mel.
Nah, he not gonna do that.
Nah, shout out to Melly Mel,
Shout
man.
out- shout out to Melly Mel.
This is how he gonna
Shout out to
watch
Melly
this.
Mel.
Nah, shout out to Melly Mel.
Hey, he's
But
still healthy though. You see my man sit up, pause.
where you think you gonna fall at when everything is all said and done after all of the work you put in hip hop? And you have an extensive resume as of today, and you ain't done yet. So I'm
You got CEO aspirations?
I can't. Yeah.
Right.
I got all kinds of aspirations. This is like music is a springboard for me.
Right.
It's just something that I love to do in my passion. But I see the doors music can open up. Music can open up doors that you don't even imagine. You know what I mean? So it's like honestly, I can't even answer that right now. You know what I mean? I can't answer that to my fullest ability. If I answer that now, I'll be giving you another answer. Yeah, I mean, I'll be giving you another answer.
Right.
And next time I pop up on the Voice of Brooklyn.
Right.
So like I just see myself doing something, being prominent and motivating and inspiring and a coach at all times. Like, cause there's a lot of dudes that I help get put on. Like a lot of dudes that I put the foot forth, because like.
do they
When
reach,
I
do they reach
when I
back
came
though?
in the, I mean, some do, some don't. You know what I mean? I don't really worry about that.
the game,
You know what I
man.
mean? Because I don't do nothing. I don't do something for nothing. But you know what I mean? I ain't like if I did something for you,
do it
I
out
did
of
it
love.
because I wanted to do it.
Yeah,
You
out
know
of
what I mean?
love,
So I
out of
really
love.
look for that. But at the end of the day, I look at it like me. Just me being an inspiration to the game and just really uplifting the game and at the same time being one of them ones, because people know who's who. Like when I first got in this game, you get in the industry like you love music, right?
Yeah.
You love the game, you love music, and then you get in the game and you like, hold up, this ain't what I mean. Like this ain't what you thought it was when you was watching MTV in your crib when you was, you know what I mean, 12
you in
years
it now.
old. Now you in it now, and you got
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes like giving me hands. Yo, I like what you doing. You got Swiss Beats like, yo, that joint is crazy. You got Fat Joe like, yo, give me, telling the heat makers like, yo, give me a joint like that joint y'all gave Cashmere. Like, so like, and I'm in the studio, I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like you look at it and, you know, this is a business as far as I ain't gonna say hip hop, as far as rap. But you know what I mean? I'm more into the culture and creating my own lane and creating my own business and getting and making sure my business is straight with the hip hop business. You know what I mean? With the business of hip hop, you know?
Yeah.
But hold on, let me ask you something. So I asked you that in the middle of that shit. Like, say you got CEO aspirations. So you feel like you want to start a label soon, or do you got a label started, or
yeah,
or
I'm
it's just
definitely
about
going.
you right now?
Nah, I'm definitely going.
What type of artist
with artists
is you?
So,
Would you say your flagship artist, your flagship, the nigga that you want to represent you, the first nigga you sign? How you need him to be? Well, like as far as musically, lyrically, musically, whatever. What's your sound?
I just need to. I ain't really looking for no particular sound because I listen to all music.
I mean, as long as they authentic.
Yeah, as long
as they authentic, and then I feel like if
because
an
nigga could
artist,
say, yo, maybe I just want a Brooklyn nigga.
Yeah,
nobody
nah.
else. Like I say, he could have said like.
but as far as an artist, like I'm looking at it like just be yourself, because if an artist rock with me, he gonna get a jump spot, because you know what I mean. I even if I gotta help you write, if I gotta help you do this, help you do that. If I'm gonna take on an artist, I'm gonna take on the artist. You know what I mean? We're gonna get the business straight first, and then I'm gonna take on the artist, and I'm gonna make it happen and do what I gotta do. But I'm definitely gonna be working with artists in the future. Definitely gonna have my own artists.
I can see that. That's why I asked that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. Like.
You got a question? I got one more.
Go ahead.
Nah, I wanna go back to the beginning of this conversation where you was speaking about your battling history, because it wouldn't be right if we didn't bring this conversation up, because we do every episode. Are you into battle rap now, or the current state?
Nah, I like battle rap. I like the battle rap.
All right, because
that's how I started.
All right,
so
that's what
like
you came from.
You know, I was battling people in the streets, like in the lobbies. Like you had to battle.
You had to battle.
You had to.
You had to get that street respect.
Yeah, you had to have.
You know, I switched it.
50 clip up here. Like
Yeah,
50
you
clip.
had 100 clip, 100 bars. Like I used to have 100 clip.
50 rhymes.
Yeah, 100 rhymes. Real talk. Like I used to be on the block battling niggas for days.
Right.
And they tell you right around here, right where we at right now, like in this neighborhood, like we used to get busy. I was just on the block. I just went to go see my man on the block on Fulton over there and everything. Like he was telling me, like, yo, I remember you was battling niggas, you was roasting niggas, right? Yeah,
right.
Like we was getting
busy. Do you
busy.
think you'll be able to do that now if somebody paid you the right amount of money to battle?
Yeah,
somebody.
If they got the right bag, yeah.
Yo, I see a lot of dudes that thought they used to do it in 2004 or 5 that try to come out of retirement now and don't look as good because they think it is all about having cipher raps. Now it's about being ready and studying the culture.
Yeah, and adapting.
You can't just be getting in here talking about you want to battle a K Shine or a Hollow, Eclipse, Sue Surf. You know what I mean? Free the Wave too.
Free the Wave,
bro. Free the Wave, man.
But like you can't get in the game thinking you gonna battle them and you ain't do your due diligence.
Like, but look like
you understand what I'm saying? Like you gotta.
He thought he could do it because he's nice.
Yeah. But I thought Joe Budden.
It's a formula though.
I thought Joe Budden is a formula. Exactly.
What'd you say?
It's a formula. Yeah, it's a formula.
But niggas think because they watch it, they could finagle that formula with their pen because you a rapper. No, them niggas really, that's their own genre.
Nah, I'm not. I ain't that nigga. Like I ain't even gonna need. I ain't gonna even need help or nothing like that. Like I'm the type of dude. Like actually, my lawyer not too long ago, he asked me, do I want to go into battle rap and other things and stuff like that.
Little 50 beers, little 40 beers, even 10s.
And I'm with it, but it gotta be the right situation because you go on battle rap and it'll ruin a lot of things that you got set up now. You know what I mean? So like I see where I'm going at right now, and you know what I mean. Like I'm in a good position to where I'm gonna make some money regardless.
No, all right.
So you going battle rap could really like you be like, you know what I mean. Shout out to Jay Mills, but like he had to like grow. Like he had to take battle after battle after battle after battle after battle. and he finally trying to get his niche.
He got his foot. He
finally and shout out to the culture, shout out to Smack.
It took him a while.
Shout out to all the leagues
niggas,
that let him do that.
Yeah,
that let him get it in. You know what I mean? Because J Mill a legend. J Mill is hard.
Cassidy ain't quite have it on his comeback neither. He ain't quite
not really, but
have the shit. But he got better.
But he wasn't like
he got in
bad.
He got in disaster ass. And he did well against Hitman.
No.
And Hitman is a top dweller.
No. He got a disaster. That's the one we thought he won. I ain't gonna front. Hitman Goods. It was looking shit.
I got him over Hitman.
Huh?
I got him over Hitman.
You got him over Hitman?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Go back and watch. Go back and watch.
No. I agreed.
I ain't gonna lie. I do too, bro.
Hold on.
I was just telling.
No, wait, hold on. Let me give you why I didn't give it to even Hitman. I said nobody won this shit. Cassidy was winning because he said, yo, used to be a fan. You know what I'm saying? I remember you wanted this autograph and he was winning. The nigga got overwinded, long-winded. You could have been one 17 million bars ago, bro.
But that first round kind of
He kept going crazy. I'm lying. Like he kept going. He could have won fucking 30 bars ago, bro. And he kept going and the crowd started getting dry. I started getting dry like, come on, bro. You was winning. He was smoking.
He gotta learn how to cut it short, though.
Mook do that too, though. Mook get long-winded too, but
Mook do.
Mook my nigga.
Mook a legend.
I don't know. I might.
You gonna see this and be like, yeah, you say this every episode you had, yo. You be long-winded, my nigga.
I might be biased. I fuck with Mook, bro.
I gotta be biased. From 116.
I gotta be biased. Word.
We had Rex up here.
Yeah. We was chopping it up. We was chopping it up with Rex. You know what I'm saying?
I just brought that up just to end of this. I mean, on a friendly, you know what I'm saying, little barbershop banter.
Nah, I'm definitely like anybody will tell you from my originals, like from my origins, battling was it. But for the right bag, like if it makes sense and it makes sense with the situation, of course, for any bag, I'm going to go out and do what I got to do. But I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna study it and make it out.
Drop you 10 points down on what you was trying to do first. But if you go out there and win, that's going to make you go.
We gonna go out there.
And even
play
if you
the
lose
way
for the bag, like who lost?
Yeah.
Like who really lost? Man?
Exactly.
But yo, before we end it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I want you to give the people your IG, Facebook, everything. Let them know where they could find your music. Give them all of the platforms. Mm-hmm. Like this is your time to, you already got fans out there.
Talk your shit.
Talk your shit. You got fans that's gonna see this, so talk your shit.
It's pretty simple, actually. Mm-hmm. BK Cashmere, everything on every platform: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Everything, BK Cashmere, Google.
And if you don't know how to spell Cashmere, you an idiot.
BK Cashmere, you know what I mean? Shout out the Voice of Brooklyn podcast, my boy Cam.
You already.
My guy,
Piff, know that.
Piff.
Listen,
y'all know what it is. I'm supposed to bit up here, but I'm here.
But you here.
I came through.
You here.
My man got me on a Casamigos. We chilling, man. We getting it in, man.
I swear to God, I don't drink this unless I'm with him.
Yeah, me too. But I love you is out right now. The Masterpiece of Taiwan is coming soon. It's gonna be one of the dopest albums. All platforms.
Make sure y'all go get that album.
It's gonna be one of the dopest albums put out this year. I guarantee y'all that, man. Shout out to my boy Cam. Shout out to Pip. Shout out to the Voice of Brooklyn, man.
You already know what it is, man.
Salute to all my fans. I love y'all.
The legendary
Cashmere, you heard him.
The legendary BK Cashmere, man. We got a legend in the building, man. Like we gotta say that first. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I am your host, Skrilla Fresh. You already know what time it is. You can catch me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. SCRILLA_FRESH. Piff.
Yes,
talk to him.
Man. I'm your boy Piffy, man. You can find me everywhere. At The Real Piffy. That's with DAREALPI, 2 F's, 2 Y's. Don't ask why.
Don't
I'm
ask
just
why.
That guy. But you can find me here. MDMA Fashions.
Yes.
You know
Talk about it. Talk about it.
You know what I mean?
That's his own clothing line, by the way.
I got the new collection. I got the new collection coming out September, but we ain't gonna take the shine away from what we doing here. Y'all know where to find me, man. MDMA Fashions. We here, man.
And shout out to my sponsors, Nitty Customs, NITTY.
Nitty, what up, baby?
Shout out to my boy. Shout out my boy Ty, man.
Yeah, Ty
He know
Nitty.
I done cop plenty sweatsuits and all that.
That's
from
a fact.
For real, for real. Shout out to Nitty Customs, man. My boy Ty, what's up? What's good? What's happening?
NITTYKUSTOMZ Nitty Customs.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all go holler at him. Go to his page.
East New York, Brooklyn.
He got all of the fashion. East New York, Brooklyn. Legendary BK Cashmere in the fucking building with Voice of Brooklyn. You already know, man. We out of here.
Man, you know that shit. Shit, man.